Alright guys, match one. Playing against a sensei again. Let's see. Pull out my hero from my side deck. Shuffle up. This hand doesn't look very promising, but we'll let him decide. I mean, really, we want more cheap allies, and we have 3 6-drops. That's not what we're looking to do. It's nice we have a 1-drop, but no, we're going to mulligan. Let's put these back on here. This is much, much better. We're obviously going to cast. Let's see. We're going to draw. We could just play the summoner. He's going to swing into it. So, okay, sorry guys. Let me just go over my hand just so everybody knows what I have. Stormwind Summoner, 0/1 Assault 1. When it's destroyed, I make 1/1 Protector. I have it documenting the time waste, which is just pay 5, draw a card, or pay less depending on the number of cards in your graveyard. The quest that we laid is Archival Purposes, which is pay 4, draw a card. We have the Ian that gives -3 attack if we have Unity when it comes into play. We have 2/2/3 protectors, 4 drop 4/3 protector, and Frigid Fatality, which is an instant that lets us turn something into 0 attack. He played a Well of Eternity and he played a Time Walker Sun Guard. His hero is the Paladin that pays 3 to exhaust something and keep it tapped down. And then his backside is pay 7, and it makes an ally deal damage to itself. So I'm going to play the Summoner. He's just going to swing in here, not do any damage to it. But I want to get Eon online early. And if I don't play the Summoner in turn 1, it's not happening until at least like turn 4. Alright, so let's get this out of the way. He's going to mill us for a card. So our Lightsworn's gone. We wish we would draw that, but he got us good with that. Yep. Summoner down, and we'll create a token. Human Protector. So the card that he played is a 1/4 that when it enters play, we have to remove a card from our deck from the game. So we're going to draw. We're going to lay the quest. That's not the question. It's just... I'm trying to decide. I think I just attack his hero. I don't need to keep the Protector back. There's no real value. So we're going to attack his hero for 1. The thing is, like, what are we protecting against doesn't matter. It just dies to either one, so... And then we'll play the Crusader. I mean, there's no other 2-drop. We could keep Fatality open. Or Frigid, oops. But it doesn't really do anything. I don't want to do that. Oh, that's pretty good. 3 Well of Eternities, 2 Torn. Seems like the Sensei has a pretty sweet deck this time. I just only played 1 copy of this Frigid. It's not a very good card, but I like that you can kind of keep people honest, and you have at least one trick. Just make them, they have to think if you play it. Like, I want to show them this card, like first game, so they want to play around it. Sounds kind of weird, but typically you don't want to show your tricks to your opponent, but I want him to respect it. Plus, sometimes it'll just randomly be really good against them. Now that he killed our Protector, there's no chance of us getting Unity next turn. He didn't attack, which makes sense. Both of his allies would just not really get through this wall, so it's fine. I know I just talked. I want to show him this kind of card early, but I mean, all the other cards I have are great humans. I don't really want to row anything else. I have the Ian, I have the Crusader, the Deathsworn, a Black Soul, and Glory. Um, I think the plan here, I'm going to row the Frigid. I'm going to swing into his Ox just to put damage on it. And then play another Crusader. Just like the first Crusader didn't let him have any good attacks this turn, he's not going to have any good attacks the next turn. So let's do that. I'm going to just swing into here. I should have just kept this card. That was a pretty bad mistake. I should have kept this card in my hand. Like, I don't need to lay a resource before I attack. And then this gives us like a good combat trick if he does something like this, where I could just make this a 0-5. That was pretty stupid. Alright. Can't play good all the time, I suppose. Nice thing is he only has 2 cards in hand, so we're still going up. I don't know if it matters. I might have just let my ally die, because I didn't really want to row anything else. Like we want Glory, we want the Black Soul. It's just good against the Tauren deck because their deck's a little bit slower. We want the Deathsworn. Okay. Tap this, I remove a card from the game, another Ian's gone. Really, we don't care what he removes from the game. The only one we really care about is Death's Decree, because we want the big Vanquish to take out his big allies. Alright, I take 2. Untap. Oops. I don't need to roll draw a dice. Oh, speak of the devil. What my current plan is, it's going to be hard to have Unity on turn 5. So I don't think that is really an option here. But I do want to get the Deathshire or Darkshire into play. There's no swing that's great for me here. I think the best is probably just putting damage on this Time Walker. Because most likely this guy's going to run into my tier 3 and just straight up destroy it. There's no reason. I'm sure he's going to tap down my Deathsworn next turn. So I'm thinking about rowing the Ian just because I can go Glory, play Ian, remove attack, but I'm not going to have any allies in play, so it doesn't really have any value. So let's just cast the Deathsworn. What I'm kind of thinking is the only ally he has in play right now that can kill it is this Thunder Bluff. So, I mean, he either just runs into it, or he plays a Tauren, runs into here. Which is okay. The worst possible card for us right now would be, I think his name is Mulgore. He's like a 4/5 that shoots for 2. Alright, so he's tapping down this guy. It doesn't ready. Alright, he's laying the beat down on my face. Okay. I'll take 6. It's kind of wordplay. Like, he leaves 2 humans in play for my Unity. You know, we don't really mind that so much. So, untap, and this will untap as normal next turn. And then we'll draw. We got the 4/4 Night Elf, which is pretty good against the Tauren deck, because their deck's usually good at protecting. I think we want to just take out the Sun Guard, like get value out of this guy. So if he does play the Mulgore, like if he draws one, at least this guy did something. Then we're going to row the 4/4. Just really don't have any synergy with it right now. And let's play the Black Soul. We have Unity, so let's use it, and we'll bounce his Thunder Bluff. Not on my turn. So now I'm like next turn looking pretty good. His Blood Soul can't attack any of my allies. The Dark Horn could attack my Crusader and for value, which is fine. I can't really stop it, but I felt it was important to get the one drop protector out of the way. Alright, so these two are not readying. He's taking these two out of combat again. So, does not untap as normal. That was good. His Aurochs can just eat my Crusader, so I have no attacks next turn. The thing is, we know one of his cards. He has two cards in hand. One is a 5/3 that he just had in play, and I don't know the other one. So if he wants to put that 5/3 back in play, he has to roll the other card. So he's going to be out of cards, and we still have two pretty good cards in our hand. So for those who don't know what the hammer does, it's one cost, exhaust up to two target opposing heroes and allies. Characters exhausted this way don't ready the following turn, so these guys are just out of combat. We killed the Sun Guard, that was pretty big. If you don't know what Guardian Light, I'm just bringing it up so you can see. It's a one cost ability, creates a 5/5 protector, and you can only be played if an ally is attacking, a hero ally is attacking them. And then at the end of the turn, you destroy that ally. It's just a good blocker for one turn. I'm pretty sure this is pointing here. Yeah, makes sense. Why not, right? So if he doesn't play, I think no matter what he does, I'm just going to flip my hero next turn, unless I draw something to play this turn. So just put this hero into play. I know it's impossible to read on this. 7 target ally deals unpreventable holy damage equal to its attack to itself. I'm not sure what else he's got going. He's thinking. So what I'm thinking with this is if I get through the first flip, which just makes a 3/3, which is pretty good. There's nothing he's got that's as good as a 3/3. I get to the backside flip, which in my sideboard is pay 8, and I can put one of his dead allies in his graveyard into play under my control. So not a bad flip all around. He's just thinking hard, like, does he want to row his last card to play a 5/3? Doesn't look like the greatest position for him. But it did seem like he needed to play that hammer. The turn 3 when he played the Guardian Light, I think that might have been kind of a waste. Okay. And then I guess I remove a card from the game. That guy goes here. While I'm removing the cards, this guy has Tribe, and he just played a Torrent, so it's remove a card from my deck every time. Oops, gosh. I just can't use my keyboard. Alright. Alright, we drew a Lady Bancroft. Not very exciting. It doesn't really do much in this position. Now that he's played the 5/3, I think it's the perfect time to Desecrate. So I'm going to destroy his best ally and put a 3/3 into play that's better than his other two allies. And it saves my Glory Alliance. So Lady Bancroft can bite the dust and go into the resource row for the rest of the game. We're going to Desecrate this guy, and we're going to create a token, which is a 3/3 ghoul. So we have a pretty good board once we ever get to swing with our allies. The best card I could think his deck would want is a Mulgore, which would let him swing into, like, say, this 4/3 protector and kill it. He drew a 3/2 for 2. The no text box. But it does let him turn on Well of the Eternity, so not bad. He should probably just draw a card now, so if he draws a quest, he can do Well of Eternity again. If he waits till my turn, he might just miss that opportunity, because I'm definitely taking out some allies next turn with my big ally parade over here. Oh. Sorry, yes, you are correct. Stella goes down. Stella is the 3/4 unity for 6 that gives all your guys +2 attack this turn, which we did have. +2. Yeah, it's important for him to say mill because I only have 13 cards left, which if he mills me every turn, if this guy stays in play somehow, it'll only give me 7 turns. Alright, +1. Alright, so... Oh, these guys do ready this turn, so... I don't need to resource first. I'm just gonna swing the ghoul into the blood soul. I could attack anywhere, and it just looks the best when the 3/3 swing in there. Man, I'm setting myself up for a blowout if he has that. If he has Holy Ground, it's the 2-point AoE for 4. The way I played this turn could be quite a blowout. I probably should have swung my 4/5 into his 2/3. That way he would live through a Holy Ground. If I just go straight trades, yeah, I'm not thinking that was a bad play, but I guess we can commit to it all the way. If I would have swung into the Blood Soul with my 4/5, he would only have 2 damage, and then if he takes 2 more, he still lives. I could have just traded my Ghoul straight up for his or his Dawnhoof, and then this one still would have just taken the 1, but he would still die. So I'd lose these 2 allies and still have this. Let's still just take out this guy. Like, the Ghoul isn't significant to winning, but keeping humans in play is, so that's the better play. We're going to lay the quest and we're going to flip. I don't want to really play Glory of the Alliance because it's just like, if he did draw that Holy Ground, it's just more of a card that gets us blown out by playing it. So I just kind of made the attack this turn that wasn't great. Would have much rather just traded this for the 3/2 to play around it. Now I just can get completely blown out by a card that typically pushes you into Paladin, so... He says it's not good enough. I told him I played bad last turn. I set myself up for a Holy Ground pretty easily. Sure. He's just conceding. I guess I have too much on the board. All right, game 2 coming up.